Today's lesson is going to be about drawing. Now that may excite some of you, but it might scare some too. So let's take a step back and break it down into smaller parts. When we break our pictures down, we can see that they're just made of shapes, so let's start there. Starting with your pencil, you're going to draw a large circle. On top of that circle, 2 smaller ovals. A C and a backward C for the legs, and some little lines for his long toes. Now you can start to add the details. I didn't exactly like how I drew the eyes, so I erased them and tried again. Added a curved line for the eyelids to make him look a little sleepy, a curved line for the mouth, and 2 lines for the nostrils. Then I added some details, circles for his spots on his back. Starting to look like a frog, huh? Now for our lion. We're going to start with a square, 2 dots for the eyes, and 2 little circles for the ears on each top corner. An upside down triangle for the nose, and a line with a little curve for the mouth. Add your whiskers, a tuft of hair, and then a large mane. What a cutie. Our panda, like our frog, is going to start with a circle. 2 little circles for ears on top, 2 wiggly ovals for the eyes. Draw some circles with dots for the eyes on the inside. Another upside down triangle for a nose, and 2 little curved lines for the mouth. Look what you've created. Now you can add some color to make these cute critters pop. If you really want to make them pop, outline them with a marker. Wow, look at that. If you think you've mastered drawing these animals, try giving them a home. Draw a setting. Here I drew a rectangle and a triangle on top for the barn. Remember, when you're drawing, break it down into shapes. It's hard to draw a horse if you're thinking of the whole thing, but think about it piece by piece. Its body's an oval, its legs are long rectangles, its neck is kind of like a rectangle, its head can be an oval, and its ears are triangles. You can draw all those shapes, and when you put them together, add detail, it starts to look like a horse. I added some rolling hills and a farmhouse in the background. Remember perspective. Things in the background of your picture will be further away, so they'll be drawn smaller. Things in the foreground or front of your picture will be larger. Don't forget to color and outline. Alright, now this one's for the more advanced artist among us. We're going to take the same concept, using shapes, and we're going to draw a cityscape. We're going to start with shapes, create buildings, and use perspective. We're going to use some of the elements we used in our 3D letters to give our buildings depth. assignment is all about practice, so feel free to draw as many of those examples or anything that you can come up with on your own from your own imagination. Before you start to draw, think about what you're going to draw. Think about the shapes that make it up. When you start to do that, you'll start to see the world in a different way. You'll start to see how big things are made up of tiny little things. I can't wait to see what you all draw this week. Remember, draw as many examples as you'd like. I'd like to see at least one from each of you. Can't wait to see. See you next week.